I heard I'm coming. I'm interrupting my show. I was watching Wild and Out with the wrestler lady on here. What episode is this? Episode 13, season 12. And you know what I heard? I heard I need to come speak to my karmic family. So hold up. Yeah, I heard I need to come speak to my karmic family. The bloodline. And those who have been married into the family. It's been some misconceptions. All right. Not only has there been some misconceptions, it's been some imaginary vexes, and I feel it's because they think I be reading them. A lot of them don't want me to know that they watch me, right? And it's three in particular. They go that magic number. It's three in particular who really need me to say this to them, is what I heard. Okay. It has a lot to do with the confusion, the the divide, because parts of the family swear they are the elite tribe and they the ones who the karmics. Them the ones who need to be on their knees praying to the Most High God, and I'm talking about real fast. And a lot of them are in church, right? They beating down the door to get in the church too. But just like you know, theologians know that Bible front and back, that dang on devil do too. You hear me? We're going to talk about these illusions and these generational curses, the idolatry, the rejection, okay, and the protection that they feel that they have, okay, because they really don't have it, is what I heard. I heard they don't have no protection right now, and that would be because they hate that I'm a chosen member of the family. Because y'all, the way, look, my life wasn't a bad life. My childhood wasn't a bad childhood, but I was abandoned. You know what I'm saying? I was, regardless of the choices that I made as a teen, as a young teen girl. I didn't have the rearage from aunts and uncles and female cousins or male cousins, brothers, sisters, none of that shit. For real, I was left to figure it out on my own, because they said I was too sensitive, or either I was wayward. I wouldn't listen. One of my aunts told me for like 20 years I was going straight to hell, and this is the woman who she be playing with spirituality, okay? She be playing with spirits, okay? Yeah. So her granddaughter is gonna give her a rude awakening. Now I also have some cousins who I'm close to, but it's been like a wedge, for the past 20 years in between us and shit. And it's one cousin in particular who married into a family of karmics, okay? They are so borderline satanic, is what the G's is saying. It's not even hidden. It's not hidden. It's in plain sight. All right. You really got to pay attention and shit. So then I want to talk about this splatter. This splatter, the G's is saying. Okay. Somebody don't smoke, but they chewing some tobacco. They chew some tobacco to spit something on somebody's wall, right? They left their mark. You hear me? They left their mark. But my ancestors, my spiritual team, they so strong, and I hear them completely whenever they utter, whisper, or if they speaking loud. Sometimes I don't pay attention, right? That's my fault. That's my fault. A lot of these family members have 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 born karmic seeds as well, okay? And these karmic seeds, they they pit they place a pitfall for the chosen in order for these karmic seeds to succeed, right? And I can go back to as far as when I was 6 and 7 and 8 years old, when there was, excuse me, there was it was shown that, I wasn't favored. My father's mother, my grandmother made sure that I was loved, okay? I'm not taking nothing away from my mother's parents. They made sure I was loved too, but I really didn't matter, okay? They called me their little black baby, and my father's family called me their little white baby, all right? My father was the color of black, gorgeous. That's why I look the way I do, and my mother beautiful too. You hear me? But I'm coming to talk to these karmics. Hold on. Because they need this word. They needed to listen to that too. All right? They listening to the wrong people. They listening to all the karmics in the family, the ones who playing victim, the ones who really didn't threw all the stones. 5:55 I'm seeing on the timer. The ones who have hey, but listen. We gotta talk about this one tackhead heifer too in the family, all right? Because this tackhead heifer, we about to shine the light on this tackhead. So listen, this tackhead then took dang, hold on. This tackhead been made to think that her spell work is working. So I got a story for you. Father side of my family, like my grandmother's era. I want to say it was her brother's wife or something. They listen. They, you never know who people pray to. You never know what they value from. You know what came from, what came and what was revived and decayed in their family lineage. Okay, and their family history, and they marry into your family. You know what I'm saying? Our family, and conspicuously is benefiting from being close to chosen ones, right? But they also, it's like these chosen family members, they get them the heebie-jeebies, and they really need a checkup from the neck up. And whoever this tackhead is I'm talking about, she going to see a counselor all the time, okay? A psychiatrist, okay? She got a crush on her doctor too. That's guaranteed. Family about to listen to this too, because there's a lot of y'all who don't want me to know that y'all listen to me. Y'all know I don't worship no goddamn devil. Y'all know I'm a survivor and I love the Most High Yah and my brother Yeshua. But I am who I am, and I've told y'all so many times that y'all had Nicole for such a long time. Y'all forgot who Nikki was, but I'm not even Nikki no more. I'm not Nicole or Nikki. You know what I'm talking about? I've been made to be different. I'm not claiming Christianity. I'm not claiming anything, but it's a pseudonym for what I claim, okay? It's a pseudonym for what I claim. And you know what I claim. I'm non-denominational. I fear and love the Most High God. Have I been spanked too? You're darn right. You're darn right. I have been spanked, and it has been published by family members. Okay, look, it's been some type of. So look, when it comes to this tackhead who taking a like a public poll, she want an opinion about me. She want an opinion about me. Okay, this time in her life, in my life, we haven't been acquainted like that. Is and a lot of the things that she heard of me, you know, 2 plus 2 equal 4. And you know what else? I don't know if she's living a double life or if she living a lie, but she had sexual relations with a childhood friend of mine who is a woman as well, right? And this childhood friend and kick rocks with open toe shoes on. Okay, when she really noticed that I am a changed woman, we don't have nothing in common anymore. I've grown, I've evolved, and it was a short spell that we was communicating the end of last year, and she is protesting against me now too. They both are having some psychiatric examinations, is what I'm hearing, and one of them, using a spermicide is what I'm hearing. A spermicide for whatever problems or issues that they had since puberty, okay? No, the vagina kills the sperm. The vagina kills the sperm. Somebody a man eater, a black widow like they mammy is what the G's is saying, and it's easier for you to listen with a ear of with your ears filled with ego, afraid that I may say the wrong thing, but this is for you to know. I ain't never got to find out nothing because I'm not asking no questions. I don't ask no questions about nobody. I don't. I may ask a question or two when the car's full. That's about it, okay? So what's that when you bipolar? When the mania, the manna is the bread that fell from the sky. The mania, manic, or something like that. Someone is manic right now. And it seemeth that the moisture that's in this dark hole of theirs has intensified unexpectedly. So somebody want to crack a chosen one over the head. They told me to switch gears. Give that to y'all so y'all can know what this message about to be about. Karmic family members, 1128 I'm seeing on the timer. It's been some intensified conversations about us chosen ones, you hear me? And the president of the big hate club, okay, because they hate the air that we breathe, you hear me? They having some issues when it comes to their children, or they soon will, okay? And Most High is looking at their parenthood, okay? The way their parents parented them. So listen, somebody that you talk to, whether you know y'all face to face or y'all over the phone, they voice change, okay? Not because you know they emotional, okay, and the octave change. It's like it's a different tone in their voice, is what the G's just said, okay? I don't know how to describe it, but the G says you convinced that it's a different personality of theirs. Hmm. The G says you convinced that it's a different personality of theirs. I'm also seeing that when it comes to everybody else outside of you, you know, somebody else feels that this person is having a psychotic breakdown. So, the longer that you sit and you think about it, I'm hearing it a lot that's been advertised hasn't been concealed, okay? A lot that's been spoken on about you, it hasn't been concealed because you can feel that the vibe is off, the energy is off. You know, the conversations have changed to, you know, full blown conversations to short sentences. And I'm hearing somebody got full blown something. Full blown something. Don't panic. I just heard full blown something. All right. So I'm also seeing that yeah, somebody's medical records. Somebody's medical records. Somebody wouldn't say yes and they wouldn't say no because they know that you are a prophet, a prophetess, okay? And the longer that they feel like the longer that they in your presence or the longer that they talking to you, that you are going to revive what has been decayed in them, okay? And that seemed like that would be a good thing, right? Because that means that you will have a healing touch, something that you would be saying to them that would provoke a healing, right? But no, you done cracked your chest open for this person already, okay? You done confided in them. You have been an ear. You have been a shoulder, all right? And I'm kind of feeling like, you know, it's about to be some poetic justice real quick. You hear me? It's gonna be some poetic justice real quick, and that's because somebody was banking on you to go deaf. They was banking on you to go deaf. I heard you don't let too many people come across your threshold. You hear me? But did you hear those? I don't know if I released them yet. Cause they wait. I don't know about the person trying to plant something in your house and shit. That's that tackhead. That's that tackhead. Could have sent a pretty girl, could have sent a little handsome boy to disarm you, okay? Somebody is now in public schools, is what the G's is saying. Oh, they will be going to public schools. I'm hearing something about how unethical parenting has been, is what I just heard, okay? How that wanted to fall out. How unethical. I'm hearing that somebody beginning their day with some news like that. And I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That somebody beginning their day with this news here. This news. It's like somebody's trying to bring the manic back. But look, that episode that I was just talking about, it had the wrestler on there, so maybe that's a who wrestle, or who trying to wrestle with the idea of what it is they want to say to you. Okay, it's something they've been holding in. It's kind of childish though. Okay, it is. It's kind of childish because a lot has intensified. A lot has intensified within this person, and it's like they trying to write a speech and memorize it. Okay, somebody's somebody's mother was in a convent, raised in a convent, father raised in a monastery or something like that. Okay, so what's being irrigated or dilated? What's being irrigated or dilated is what I'm hearing. These shortcomings, I'm hearing, you know, somebody was a very good student, okay? And it was their job to listen. It was their job to listen. And they was humiliated like everybody else sitting at that table in their family if they didn't listen. Okay? Somebody was raised not a convent or nothing like that. A convent, it seemed like a cult. Like they was, yeah, like they was locked in, they was caged in, and they wanted their parents like a peeping tom, like a mental peeping tom. Somebody who one of their parents is like somebody who was playing around with the dark arts, is what the G said. Playing around with the dark arts, and they made it their job. You ain't think so? I just heard something about somebody's name could be Shannon. All right. Excuse me. Somebody's name could be Shannon. You don't know how to take Shannon. Shannon is trying to whoever this person is. Okay. That name means something. So look it up. We gonna look it up. Shannon means something. I'm hearing something. When it comes to like forensic testing and okay, if it's not forensic testing, we saw that card, that assault card, we'll say. Okay, some type of testing there. I'm hearing something about these parents and their board members, the group that they have been engaging with here recently. Okay, somebody trying to prune their gardens and somebody eating prunes. Somebody said they ain't plum dumb, they some dumb. All right, it's a lot that's been concealed, y'all. We need to know. We need you to know 2 out of 4 or whatever, something like that. 6, 6, 6, 6 is what I just heard. Look, we need you to know about these people. 2 out of 4 ain't bad, is what I heard. 1929, I'm seeing on the timer. Somebody's motive is to fuck up a prophet's or a prophetess's life to be damned, not knowing they're chosen one. They ain't teach themselves nothing. They ain't teach themselves nothing. They are anointed, baby. Guilty as charged. This person turned out to be a louse, a crab in a barrel, a dark, dark soul. Pretty girl, handsome man, take it how it resonates, okay? But the school that they went to was the school of hard, dark knocks. Grown and sexy. Somebody is about to talk about they parents' shortcomings, you know, they parents' spirituality, okay? It's about to be something, and they may be saying it to their counselor, okay? 30s and 40s. Somebody been crying on their psychiatrist's couch too. You hear me? Telling them about all the pains, the hurts, okay? The pains and what's hurting now. It's like they don't want to be a parent either. Somebody could be a firefighter, okay? First responder, but I'm hearing something about the first responders. I'm hearing something about a public school too. And this conversation that's beginning to be intense and what's flying over somebody's head too. About the psychoanalysis, forensic analysis, or, you know, whatever. It's reasonable, okay? Somebody is very unhappy, and you can tell in their speech. Changing times is a state of condition when it comes to this high pitched ringing. Okay, it's getting shorter and shorter because they not connected to the voice that's gonna irrigate this evil about their system. Is what the Jesus is saying. Okay, they've been indulging in other taboo rituals. You hear me? Hmm. So look, they're afraid. They're afraid. Somebody is most definitely afraid of you, chosen. They feel like you always, not psychoanalyzing them, but they feel like you always reading them. You hear me? They feel like you always giving them some sort of treatment too, to enable them to make sure that they are mute or something. They feel like they stuck on stupid and locked down on dumb when they around you. That's for sure. You hear me? Their fear, though, comes from your infinite wisdom, all right, and the spiritual laws that they've broken. Hmm. You blocked them. They blocked you. So look, they did take like a look. They was asking everybody, "You feel this about her or him?" Type energy. You hear me? They, you know, because it seems like it's some unity that's being established, is what I just heard, okay? And whoever these dang on karmic tack heads is, the G said they a rat and they trying to pull some rabbits up out of their hat. They're rat and they trying to pull some. They're rat. They're snake. I said in your face. They trying to pull some rabbits off their hat. Okay, it's two sexes, a male and a female. Okay, and another female is what I just heard. Who want you to leave and never come back because they said you restoring some balance. Use your energy wisely. Stay strong. Your efforts won't go unnoticed. Look here, family and in-laws. Listen here, goddammit. So look, you know, the ethics that they using has a lot to do with 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 damnation. Look at this. I don't know who you are. You could be a Earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. I'm hearing something about a Sagittarius. Is what I just heard. Okay, but look, they trying to create something to throw you off. They want you to jump ship. They want you to jump ship. And I'm also hearing when you entered that room and all of them were present, you was convinced, I'm hearing, about the activity because it's not a private